The adventurous travels of some people leave a mark on history. Some lead to the beginning of a new era. By exploring the unseen world and culture, they become the agents who connect East and West. That was the time trade and religion started to search for its base grounds in several regions. They laid the footsteps for more to follow by crossing mountains, oceans, towns and villages, from kings' courts to death rows. Some of them were patrons and some of them were outlaws. From Atlas Mountains to the land of the Golden Horde, from the caravansarais of Eastern China to the land of olives, from Western Europe to the Western Ghats. What makes them take a leap that nobody has ever taken? Who were they? The explorers who navigate from continents to big oceans are being discovered here. You are hearing Traveler's Diary with Muhammad Mukhtar on YouTube podcasts. The great desert of Sahara, caravans of pilgrimage are moving from Marrakesh towards Mecca. The wind from the Mediterranean Sea is blowing through the sand. The sun is inclined towards the west and the temperature is dropped after the extreme heat. Camels started to make tired sounds. The camel riders waved signals indicating that they were going to halt. Apart from the old Berber people who were going to pilgrimage, a young man from the caravan was getting noticed. He was a learned man, well-fashioned and coming from a prominent family. He was a man with a mission. He was a man who is determined to learn from all the big cities by traveling. He was Ibn Battuta, the pioneer of world traveling. Ibn Battuta is one of the greatest travelers and a great resource for the accounts of political and social history. All his precious travel data was recorded and preserved, which is known as Ar-Rihla, meaning the travel. It gives a full account of all the history in a detailed manner. His full name was Abu Abdullah Muhammad ibn Abdullah al-Lawati at-Tanji ibn Battuta. He was born on February 24, 1304 in Tangier, present-day Morocco, and there is no official record on his death. But it is estimated that he died in between 1368 and 1377 in Morocco. He is the greatest traveler in the medieval age, covering major regions extending from Spain to the eastern borders of China. And also, his extensive travel covered almost 75,000 miles, which is 120,000 kilometers in trips, to almost all of the Muslim countries and as far as China and Sumatra in Indonesia. At the age of 21, he started his journey as a pilgrimage to Mecca and also to explore Islamic cities for the purpose of extending his religious knowledge on jurisprudence. He found the passion for travel while traveling through Egypt and Tunisia. His principle was that he should not walk twice through the same road. Ibn Battuta enjoyed the generosity and benevolence from the people and the government. After the pilgrimage, he set his journey to the Central Asian region, where today's Iran and Azerbaijan situates. It is very interesting that he maintained personal contacts with the rulers of that region, which were the mighty Mongol Khans. From there, the journey goes to another phase, including solitude life in Mecca and Medina. He started his world tour again from Aden, present-day Yemen, to Tanzania and to the Eastern African countries. From there, a new ambition started in his mind. It was Delhi, then ruled by the Tughlaqs. Ibn Battuta has given us a detailed explanation of the Delhi Sultanate, about their governance, about their relation with the Hindus as well as Muslims. Interesting fact is that he lived a very long time in Delhi. He even became a part of Muhammad ibn Tughlaq's court as a judge. But things were not good. the relation between the Sultan and Ibn Battuta went south. He imprisoned him, but he luckily managed to escape from the prison, and then he went to Calicut, present-day Kerala. There he waited for the ship to China but couldn't go due to the bad weather. Fearing that the Sultan may catch him again, he started his voyage towards the land of Turks, which is Anatolia. That was the time of Seljuks losing their grip of power in Anatolia and witnessing the rise of another Turkish house, the Ottomans. Ibn Battuta was received cordially and generously by the Turks. The proximity of Anatolia to the Balkan countries makes Ibn Battuta's journey easier. He started to continue his journey across the Black Sea to the Crimean Peninsula and then to the Caucasus and reaching the lower Volga River. During his return from the Russian coast, he traveled with a caravan which allowed him to visit the metropolitan cities of Central Asia, which are Bukhara, Samarkand and Balkh. It is true that Ibn Battuta was a man who doesn't have any equals. He was such a man with a great potential and rich in experience. He was a great international public figure in the 12th century. He was not a philosopher, yet he succeeded in portraying the life and culture of the medieval era. He was not famous for discovering many lands, but he was a magnificent personality who transcended across the time.